Chapter 882, Beyond the Yonko, that meets my expectations. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Pod-D-Cast. I am the best guy ever, and this is Hippocrit.
The only pirate podcast.
You're not wrong. And
the only
today we're
one.
talking, is the only one, Chapter 882, Beyond the Expectations of a Yonko, is on the docket for today.
We're doing the different thing again. I'm seeing the Japanese box outside of a Yonko's expectations. Different title.
What? Oh, I didn't even read that one. You know, I was pretty satisfied with the translation on Manga Stream.
True.
So, but I should just start reading that one. It is better. It is superior. But in any case,
Well, I've heard actually that there's good and bad on both. So really, it's like sometimes one is better than the other, and you just don't know, and you have to read both. But I didn't read the Manga Stream one this time, so hopefully there'll be no confusion.
So we got a different experience. I should get in the habit of just reading both, because I generally read the chapter multiple times anyway, so why the fuck not? It kind of gives you multiple angles to view the same shit with, which, since this is a foreign language story, it helps you kind of approximate maybe what the fuck was happening a little better. Though this chapter was pretty clear, and it was quite good. So we got cover arc. Now we're looking at Ideo. If you remember Ideo in the new Straw Hat Grand Fleet
Is
thing.
he the guy with the long elbow shoulders arms?
He is the guy with the big shoulders, yes. And I think it turned out that he is like a long arm tribe guy who just like folds his arms up weird to give him extra punching power. I think that was like the canon explanation for that.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yes. I like him. He's cool. And he's named after, like, Ideon. No, he's Ideo, named after Ideon the robot from, like, some old shit that I didn't read. But that's cool, Oda. Cool reference, Oda. I know I think it's well loved.
Yeah.
In any case, like, nothing's happening. They just see some ships blowing up. I have no idea what
I like that his head is the dot and an exclamation point.
Indeed. Oda's always doing cute stuff like that in these. He's a good lad. Ideo and Oda. My two favorite lads in the world. But that's really it. That's really it.
So, fucking Berserk has his spike, his trident.
Oh yes.
That he pulled right out of his ass, like literally. Like, that's not like me saying he pulled it out of nowhere. It literally could have been inside his butt. We just don't know.
It doesn't make any sense, but that's okay. It was inside him or something. He pulled it out. No problem.
I could definitely see him fitting that down his leg. Or maybe,
like...
the staff is like retractable or something.
It must. Okay,
I don't care at all.
I suppose we shouldn't worry about it too much. It's fine. But yes, he's got the spear, and he will kill you. And he's all like, most people die not because they want to. Deaths are generally unwanted occurrences. He's talking about death, and he's creeping on Luffy. Oh, it's very grim.
It's like because Luffy said, "I'm not gonna die here." Oh yeah, well, it's not your choice, bitch. And then there's Brûlé. Coming out of the, which is really stupid that she's like coming out of a mirror right now. Because like, what if Luffy like jumped and got through the mirror and escaped?
Brûlé is the stupidest motherfucker in the world. She constantly does this shit and just fucks up over and over again. In this case, she's got her big bro to help her out, but still. Also, why does she look 1,000 years older than Katakuri and yet is much younger than him, or at least quite a bit younger? What's the deal?
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Fucked.
But first, she says, my brother Berserk. He's no ordinary undefeated man. He's a Superman. He's good and he never fell over.
This is the funniest fucking. Okay, so remember how I hate Law more than anything in the world? I love Katakuri with all of my being because he's fucking hilarious. Like, not only is he like, have we seen that he's so strong? This man, okay, like what's funny is how ridiculously over the top this shit is. Like, Law was just like constant dick sucking, but this is fucking unbelievable. This man, the moment he was born, got up, sat down in a chair, and fell asleep. And from that legendary beginning of his life, never once has he ever laid down. He despises the ground itself. He thinks that you're a piece of shit if you ever lie on the ground. He's fucking hilarious. I love this man so much. He's perfect. He's fucking perfect. He's my favorite character. Oh, I love him so much.
It's just the idea of a little baby coming out and then he's got his umbilical cord. He just pulls it off. He just goes
Yeah.
over, sits down, maybe smokes
Jesus
a cigar.
Christ. Not one time, not one fucking time has he ever lain down or even considered the possibility. Oh my god, he's fucking awesome.
I mean, the funny thing about this is that Brule is like bigging him up. It's like saying, "Yeah, that's my brother," and he's saying, "Shut up, shut up." So it might not actually be true, but if it is, and it probably could, it probably could be true.
Yeah, it's possible. Like, maybe he doesn't actually look down on the ground. Maybe he just really is a guy who just never needs to lie down because he's just that tough. But I don't know. It doesn't matter if it's true or not. It's hilarious, and I love it. And knowing One Piece, it could be true. It could very well be true. But I've heard enough to love this character more than anyone in all of One Piece. So there you go. This is literally my favorite character in One Piece right now, by far. I love him. He is so awesome.
He
and
is
fucking
very good.
Like, he's great just because he's also hilarious. He's just, okay, he's perfect. He's perfect. Okay.
Yeah,
and then, like, they're talking about how he is literally, like, the greatest thing about the Charlotte family. He's just a god. He's a fucking god. And I agree. And I fucking agree.
Yeah, and the little sister thing. So Luffy punches at Brule. Says, "Shut up!
Yes.
You're being..." And he says, "Don't hit my little sister." The thing about him being like an older brother to this old woman is I'm gonna say that this is probably like his mochi powers. He can reform his face to look however he likes.
Maybe.
Or maybe just smooths it out or something.
Maybe he covers up his lower face because he's got wrinkles because he's old man.
Or maybe that big fluffy stuff around his face is his beard.
Oh, yes. Very true. Very accurate. Okay, but I do want to say, like, that's another thing that I fucking love about Katakuri. Like, he's legitimately protective and cares about his family. He's fucking perfect. He's literally perfect.
He's literally...
I love him.
Uchiha Sasuke.
Yeah, but in a way that's also hilarious and doesn't take itself seriously at all, but still makes him, like, a real threat, like, in the story. He's just... this is literally a perfect character for One Piece. He's so great. I love him.
I always like that siblingness where it's like, only I'm allowed to beat the shit out of my brother or whatever. Like, that's the sort of thing. Like, only I'm allowed to talk down to my little sister, and you can't punch her. Just get away, you asshole.
Yep.
But he's all cool about it.
I love him. I fucking
and
love
then
him.
he gets his big mochi hand with the spear, and it's it looks so fucking goofy, but it's very scary at the same time.
Yeah, it's that thing, man. Mochi pounding. Oh, what's it called for you? Because mine says mochi pounding on Manga Stream.
This one just says mochi thrust.
Okay, well, all right, fine.
Pounding
but look,
thrust.
It's so strong. He's spinning that shit, and he's drilling, and would kill Luffy in one fucking hit. And then on the next panel, it just makes a giant fucking explosion in the mirror world.
Dude,
so intimidating.
What would win, the fucking Gurren Lagann or the spiral mochi power punch?
Oh no, my two favorite things in the world: Gurren Lagann versus this man. I don't know. No one knows. And his spear... Okay, by the way, what's the translation? It says his spear is named Mole or Mole? What's it say on yours?
The name of the spear is Mogura, asterisk, the animal mole.
What the fuck? Oh, okay.
Literally translates to Earth Dragon, so that's cool.
Okay, that's cool. So I'm going to call it Mogura, because that sounds cooler. All right, so it's a mole because it digs through things because he does that spinny shit. Cool. And now he's just like, ooh, I'm going to chop bits of you off, bitch. I'm going to fuck you up major, my dude. It's going to be hilarious and epic, and you're going to love it. Yeah, this is great. And fucking Brule is taunting. Yeah, so good.
It's a good fight.
And that's about it. Oh, it's the best.
So Brule is saying, she. I heard you, Straw Hat, talking about the meeting place. I know that your friends are alive. So they didn't get away with it. This is everyone knows.
Yep.
Even though the ship sailed real fast, real quick, with Jinbei's big, strong arms guiding the helm or whatever.
Yes, indeed.
They know where they are. Also,
yes. So Prospero and Big Mom are up to date on that shit. But Big Mom's kind of crazy right now, so whatever.
Also, I wanted to note the thing that is not the wave now. It's just a big candy guy. So was it like, I think maybe it was like a candy guy was also put a homie face on.
Okay, so we saw Prospero make the slug thing. Like, clearly he made a slug, and then it looks like, in addition to just, like, he made a slug, then Big Mom used her soul powers and brought it to life. I guess that, and then that thing, like, had the power to make, like, a tsunami.
A wave.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Like, how would a candy thing have the power to make a fucking tsunami? Wait, but that thing had a face too. So like, there was no need to explain it because we could just see that the wave had a face. It was a homie.
No, I think
fucking
I think
know.
the point was that that wave's face was this guy, and he is just like being behind the water. He's just pushing it.
Oh, okay.
So
Well,
he is
I
just
mean,
a
all right.
huge candy boy, which was just making a big wave. And
Oh, I guess that kind of
riding it.
answers your concern about, like, because you were like, well, how come devil fruits can bring seawater to life? That's kind of weird. I guess this answers that question.
Yeah.
That it didn't. It was this guy. All right. That's cool.
Just kind of odd that they would this guy would even be a thing at all. Like, why would you need to put a face on a tsunami and then explain it away?
Well, just putting the face on the tsunami made sense to me immediately because, like we've seen her power. She, like, brings elements of nature to life. And so, like, just putting it in a wave, I thought made sense personally. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's a little weird and a little bit like, oh, that's what that was? Okay, I guess. But I don't know. It doesn't really impact things that much. Yeah. So now they know. Like, everyone's aware. Cacao Island is where shit's going down. That's where the moment of fate shall happen. It's gonna get fucked up.
Yeah, but Big Mom's still big in the crazy mode, and she doesn't know that.
Indeed.
And she sees the peanuts, and she's like, "I love the peanuts so much. I'm going there instead."
So, like, this is the thing they're doing. So, like, this is how they're going to, like, basically fill time with Big Mom. She's just, like, going crazy, going to, like, other places. By the way, how adorable is that one Mr. Peanut, giant peanut, like, tower?
With the hat.
Oh, with the little hat. It's adorable. I love it. I fucking love Totland so much. It's, like, the coolest place in all of One Piece, except for, like, Skypiea. This is fucking dope. It's fucking ill. It's fucking sick. Also, Fishman Island is cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I like all these different food themed islands, and the fact that they're
Indeed.
like they're all in Big Mom's jurisdiction or whatever you want to call it, and we don't get to see them that much. But it's just the fact that there's an island based entirely around nuts, just to create and package and sell it's not sell but like present nuts to Big Mom because she loves nuts.
I want to present my nuts to Big Mom. Oh, excellent.
It's like
Very
they have a
good
whole
joke.
like they have their own like society, like civilization, and it's all around we got to give the nuts to Big Mom at the end of the month. Like that's just so funny. It's like in concept.
know.
We don't even need to see it. It's just funny that
great.
it's there.
That reminds me. I know there was. I remember, like, in some side thing, someone was talked about. Oh, that's right. I was gonna say. There is a minister of nuts, and it's actually Lady Amande, or Amande, the demon lady, is the minister of nuts, and this is her home turf. So I hope we get to see more of her. I hope she's there, and she's like, "Oh no, Big Mom, don't ruin my cool thing. I'm the nut lady." Yeah,
I'm gonna
Dude, you think
nut.
she wants to see my nuts? I'd show my nuts to Amande. Yeah.
I'm sure
talking
you
planters. I'm talking cashews. I'm talking the whole spectrum, my dude. Okay, all right. I'm calmed down.
would. Do you think Luffy has Brazil nuts? Because of the World Association.
Is that a thing? Are Brazil nuts a thing?
Yeah.
Remember the time that his balls were, like, important to the canonicity of One Piece? When, like, all the girls on Amazon Island were literally talking about his balls, and he was like, "Yeah, I've got golden balls, Kintama." Which is like an expression or something in Japanese that means, like, balls. Yeah, fucking excellent. Very good. I like that balls are important in One Piece and continue to be to this day. It's very good.
Yeah, it's like the only canon shonen character, the only shonen character to canonically have said he has balls. Like every other one.
I do want to point out, though, that Gintama, the series Gintama that, like, Digi is a big fan of, immediately, like, the name is a play on Kintama, because, like, Kintama is, like, slang for, like, balls, and Gintama, like, where Kintama means golden balls specifically, Gintama means silver balls, but it's, like, a play, and, like, it's, like, the name of that manga is sort of like a joke on the word, like fucking nuts. That's it. So that is also relevant to this discussion, I guess.
All right, so we're back with Berserk and Luffy doing the battling. Luffy's still running away. He can't really do anything. He's just dodging and dodging. And there's a bit here where it's like, damn it, his attacks always aim to the side that I dodge to. That tires me out, bro. And then Katakuri is like, it's the same for me. My attacks have never been dodged so much. Holy shit, bro.
That's, so we're finally seeing, like, Luffy is doing something a little bit impressive here. He is holding his own a little bit against this guy, which, I mean, things were looking pretty bad last chapter. I'm glad to see Luffy is getting his shit together a little bit. But, like, this guy is, like, the strongest fighter in the Big Mom Pirates. He's not a Yonko himself, but he's getting over 1 billion bounty. Like, if Luffy can fucking beat this guy, I mean, we're in some serious power level shit. We're gonna have to reevaluate the whole power level charts and whatnot.
Oh god.
Oh
get
no.
Get me a wet towel.
I mean, would it even make sense for Luffy to beat this guy? Because Luffy has a worse
I don't
devil
think it
fruit,
would.
is far less experienced, is definitely less strong, is less motivated to win. Well, maybe not. Maybe that's not true. What does Luffy have on this guy?
I
okay,
think
go on.
if this guy, I mean, Big Mom is probably stronger than this guy. So I feel like it would make sense for Luffy to beat him at some point. I don't know whether it's right now that he does that. Because obviously the big thing is going to happen at Cacao Island. And
right.
There's going to be more to this arc than this battle. I don't think this is going to be the last battle. And I don't think Luffy's going to beat Big Mom, so this guy might come back and have a second one. So
do you think Luffy... So do you think Luffy will be able to beat Katakuri in the end?
I think when he's not completely alone with no, advantage at all. Like, in this situation here, I don't think he can win.
Yeah.
I think he can just run. But with, like, his crew around or something going on nearby...
Yeah, but I like the big shonen battle. How long has it been since we had a dope-ass shonen battle one-on-one fight? Like, Luffy versus Lucci, baby. Well, that's what I'm saying. This is, like, the first one in a long time. And, oh, boy, that's, like... This is the juicy cream at the center of the chocolatey nougat fudge sickle that I love. It's what you wait for. Moments like this that we've earned, that this character has earned, and I'm so fucking excited to watch it play out. You know what? I want Luffy to beat this guy. I think Luffy can beat this guy. He's not a fucking Yonko. I think Luffy can fucking do it, but it's got to be with, like, some strategy that impresses me. There's no way Luffy should be able to just straight up overpower this guy. He's got every fucking advantage in the world. I want to see Luffy do something special.
I think, the guy is saying, oh, Gear 4th, you say? Like, he's seen the future, so he's going to see Gear 4th. I don't think that's going to do it, like I said before. I think it's going to be some other thing, but... Like, if he does beat him here, I think what it will be like the Cracker fight, where it's like 2 days of fighting later, or however long it was. Like, they're going to be going at it for such a long time that, just exhaustion is just going to give Luffy a bit of an opening.
Considering that idea of exhaustion, there's been a theme of, like, endurance battles this arc that we really haven't seen much before. I just want to remind everyone that I did predict right at the very beginning of this arc that this would end with a giant feast, like, that both Luffy and Big Mom, like, participate in and become friends during. I still think that is theoretically possible. I think it could happen. That Big Mom just, like, gets over all this bullshit because she's just so happy to have the wedding cake. I think it could happen. The way things are going.
Well, definitely that would be the way that they get away. Because I don't think Big Mom is going to get beat by this.
Of course not. Definitely
thing.
not. Definitely not. Mm-hmm.
So the cake is going to subdue her. She's going to be like, oh, cake, I'm distracted. But it's not really going to be a big enough distraction for them to just sail away after that. Because there's still all the other pirates. So, yeah, I think that is
Making friends
quite
would make
possible.
sense.
And I liked the idea at the beginning.
Me too. And I hope that happens. I think that'd be a really cool, interesting way to end this arc. And incidentally, we kind of glazed over this, but another important thing is happening here. All of a sudden, Katakuri, speaking of like superior power levels over Luffy, just pulls out this flowing mochi move that Luffy's like, the ground became mochi, that's the same as Doflamingo. And Katakuri's like, of course, my powers are awakened. So here is this awakened devil fruit shit happening here. And I gotta say, now that the concept has been introduced and we kind of see it happening here, it does not annoy me as much as it did when Doflamingo kind of just pulled it out of nowhere, now that, like, I know what it is. And so basically, it's a power... So Katakuri has a paramecia. You know, we know this. Even though it's, like, a weird Logia-esque paramecia. And Doflamingo's also was a paramecia. And so those guys have the ability, it seems, to turn the environment into, like, their element, or, like, their power thing. So, okay, like, we're learning. This is a consistent thing now. The only thing that... yeah, go ahead.
Alright, so I'm just trying to wrap... Because I wasn't sure whether he was just making his mochi ability spread around the floor, but you're saying that the floor literally becomes mochi.
That was definitely what happened. That was definitely what happened with Doflamingo. Like, we saw buildings, like, turn into strings. And it's the fact that Luffy specifically points out that what's happening now is just like what Doflamingo did. Given, like, the images that we can see, I think it's pretty safe to say that, like, yes, he's using, like... And he says, like, yes, my powers are awakened. This is pretty clearly him, like, turning the environment into mochi as part of his powers. I think so.
Generally, I don't mind... like, the fact that Doflamingo had it. I just feel like it's kind of weird for a paramecia to just... Because it's always been like a physical thing. Your body is like this, or it can produce this. And to the ability to just turn stuff, maybe even, like, without touching it, around you into something, is just sort of weird when, like, you know... It's
like turning a paramecia into a Logia, kind of. But
it's more like turning them into a telekinesis haver as well. Like, they can just think about the... Like, if Luffy gets it, what does he just look at something over there and it becomes rubber? Like, how far does it reach?
Yeah. Like so far, we've seen Katakuri, like, kind of... He's basically just turned his limbs into mochi, and we've seen him, like, multiply his limbs in very cool ways and do interesting stuff with them. But, like, we have not seen him, like, do anything specifically Logia-esque, as in, like, controlling, like, an area of effect, like, you know, mochi storm, until just now. It's always been, like, you know, he punches, but he turns his arm into a bunch of mochi, or something along those lines. But now, like, he really is just acting like a big Logia telekinesis, because, of course, Logias can, like, control area of effect stuff. And, like, guys like Mr. 3, the candle guy, like, they can also, like, his thing always was kind of similar to a Logia, in that he could produce wax and then manipulate it, like, at a distance and stuff. But, like, what's cool about Devil Fruits is that they have limitations that the users have to work around. And what has made Luffy so cool and interesting is the limitations that he has had to work around as well. And I even think that, like I've never been a huge fan of hockey in general, as everybody knows, but, like, I think that Gear 4th is the coolest thing to come out of the fact that hockey exists. And I love Gear 4th. I think it's really dope and cool. But again, that's, like, working within limitations. And just in general, I don't like, as the series goes on, the constant removing of limitations that, like, were kind of established. And I understand, like, there's room to, like, add more stuff as we go along.
It really just feels like Haki was always sort of there. Like, even early on, there were things like, what is that? Like Shanks, like, looks at a thing and he just leaves. But, you know, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But there's more obvious things, like Shanks is, like, really cool, and all of Whitebeard's pirates fall asleep. Like, what happened there? You know, like
sure, but that was, like, way later. That was obviously that was a time when he definitely go ahead.
Yeah, but what I mean by that is, like, Devil Fruit Awakening is something that has really only ever been introduced since Dressrosa, and I don't know that I'm ready for it to be a new thing that Luffy can unlock, because it's sort of out of... But like, I haven't seen that many other people use it.
And now we know, like, that's the thing. Once we learned about hockey, it was only a matter of time until Luffy got it and added it to his arsenal. Like, there is no way Luffy will not also, at some point, get into this, like, awakening power thing. It's going to happen. That he is... But, like, that's the thing that really kind of annoys me. It doesn't really annoy me, but it's just, like, thinking about that. What's it gonna fucking be like when Luffy has, like, weird telekinesis powers to turn the environment around him into fucking rubber? it's going to be weird
Well,
and strange.
all I can hope for that specifically is that it's just as silly looking as Gear 4th, whatever it is. Like, it's just a really silly way of doing it, like the Luffy way, like, nobody would have thought to do it like that, but that's what I just felt. I'm Luffy, I'm silly.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. And of course, I'll always hope that Oda, and he has a propensity to do things well, even when I doubt him, so I'll give him a chance. But just like the idea, Luffy has always just been a brawler. And his whole idea behind the character and the way he fights has not been about like weirdo, like magical telekinesis bullshit. It's been about he's a punchy fight man who finds cool ways to use his weird rubber powers in like interesting ways. And I sure don't like the idea of Luffy having access to powers like this just because it feels weird. He's already got fucking Haki. I was already set with Haki. Like, it took me so long to get used to him having Haki and that being a thing, but I finally did it. And this awakening thing, oh boy, I don't know. I don't know, man. I'll see how it happens when it happens.
Do you remember when, he did Gomu Gomu no Pistola, and that was like a big finisher move? That was cool.
Like chapter 1 and whatnot?
He just like he brings back his hand real far, and then he brings it forward real quick, and it's like a pistol, and it's like it's just sort of weird how, as the power level increases, simple things get sort of completely forgotten, and it's unfortunate, but I don't know. That's shonen, I guess.
There's always inevitably going to be some sort of power creep. And I want to give One Piece tons of credit for being, like, the most resistant series to power creep, like, basically ever. And Oda has done almost as good a job as he could have done. So, like, I totally appreciate what he's done. And, like, I think everything up to, like, the Whitebeard War arc was, like, pretty fantastic. And, like, Haki was just starting to be introduced then, but it wasn't, like, I don't know, it wasn't a deal breaker. It didn't really fuck me up. It's in the new world where these things, like Haki was introduced in a major way and came to be like everybody is Haki now. And now this awakening thing is obviously getting more and more prevalent. And like, I don't even really dislike the idea of this awakening thing. Just like the way Katakuri is using it here, I think is cool. And I think Katakuri's character, it like sort of is consistent with, and I think this is interesting. But it's the idea that like Luffy can do this too that I just don't think is a good direction for the character. But
I guess we need to see a bit more, because I don't know whether awakening just means this. It could mean something else.
Yeah, I guess. We've only seen 2 examples so far. Though there was that mention of like how when Zoans awaken, they just kind of become like beast, because like when in Impel Down there was specific mention, this is the first time the term came up, about awakened Zoans that were like the prison guards, those animal guys who were like able to like recover super duper fast. That was the first time that was mentioned. And then we've seen 2 Paramecias here, and who the fuck knows what it's like when a Zoan gets awakened. I mean a Logia.
I think Chopper may have like awakened his like zone fruit through medical, the little rumble balls, like the big monster mode. I think that might be his awakened form, but he's just like accessing it before he knows what that is. And if that turns out to be the case, that would actually be really cool.
Like obviously that's Oda kind of like writing around like the idea of Monster Point Chopper with like this awakening thing that he came up with much later, and I don't even really mind that. I think that's fine. I like the idea of Chopper. I've always thought from the very beginning that it was fucking dope. It was the coolest thing about Chopper, that like no one else has ever figured this shit out. Chopper alone came up with a way to like fuck with like the weird biorhythms of his devil fruit and make it into medicine that allowed him to like shapeshift into weird forms that no other zone in the fucking world can do. That's fucking dope. That's sick. And if it turns out that it taps into this awakening thing, that's cool. That's that. I'm down.
It's just like
if Oda wants to call it that.
I didn't realize that those prison guards were awakened zones, and they kind of do remind me of Big Monster Chopper.
Well, the way that they were described was just like they're awakened, and maybe their appearance was similar to that, but they specifically said because they were awakened, their recovery time, like after getting beat up, was like really short. Like they were able to heal themselves super well. Like that's what an awakened Zoan like special ability is, which may or may not be the same thing that Chopper's Monster Point does. Like that kind of seems like a different sort of thing, but I don't know. Maybe it's tapping into the same.
Well, I think really
I don't
just
fucking know.
what I mean is like one of them was like a koala. If you have a koala devil
Right.
fruit, you turn into a little koala boy. But if you're a monster, you big old giant, big red
true.
eyes. Like
That's a fair point. That's a fair point. I see the connection. I see what you're saying. Well, in any case, we'll have to wait to learn more about that.
Yeah.
I think we've got a couple more pages here.
yeah, we got a big thing coming up. So Whole Cake Island, the
yes.
Peckhams is crying because Pedro is a terrorist and he killed himself.
Indeed.
And,
Proud member of ISIS, Pedro, is no more, unfortunately. And let's all shed a tear.
Yes, and Baron Chicken Man is clucking along, talking about how we should, Pedro is a sensible man. We shouldn't take his like suicide as like a dumb thing. I think le Straw Hat Pirates may be actually dangerous, and the guys are like, "What are you talking about? That's silly." I don't know why they're saying that, because like all of the shit that's happened.
Like everything is fucked up right now, and they're just like, it's not a big deal. Whole Cake Island is like fucking devastated. Like the entire population of the island almost just died, and they don't even give a shit. Oh, hilarious! Very fucking funny.
Also, I don't know whether you have this, but on one of these panels, I don't know his name, Tamago, that's the one.
Baron Tamago, yes.
He says, "We may still be underestimating Straw Hat Luffy croissant." He just says the word croissant at the end.
I see other things like bonsoir, and it does say Luffy Osant. So it's like, it's like croissant, only it got cut off for me. A little bit different, but similar idea. Yep, he's a Frenchman. That's his thing. He loves French shit.
I really like that. I really like it's funny.
He's great. He's my favorite character. I wish I had the egg fruit so I could be a disgusting, freakish yolk man too. He's the coolest.
Yeah, and what they're talking about is, aside from the Straw Hat Pirates, is that the sea slugs are like not working for some reason. They've got like this grid of sea slugs under the whole Cake Island.
Which we've seen before. Yep.
Yeah,
radar guys, kind of.
And they radar in all the where the ships are, and they can't find any of the ships because all the sea slugs ain't working. And I don't know whether there's like an indication of to what happened, because
I'm pretty sure that they deliberately are bringing that up, but we have not seen like why yet. I think that's like a mystery that we're gonna find out later.
Yeah, so we've got that happening, and they're saying, "Shit, well, Capone Bearge's got a fucking way with the sea slugs ain't working." So and Capone is like, "Haha, oh, that was good. It was lucky."
Their ship is cool looking, by the way. It's nice. I like it.
It's a castle. I imagine
it's a castle tank.
I imagine that Beji has like a harbor inside himself. It's like his shoe opens up and a little toe, that comes out the toe like shoo, and then the ship comes out and then he jumps on.
Probably. I like it.
Or maybe he pees it out. I mean, I don't know.
Indeed, that's probably it. He's such a fucking freak. It's great.
It's just so convenient to have like giant things like just inside your body.
It's great, and your friends can hang out there too, and like you can go inside yourself. It's fucking weird, but I like it a lot. Oh, also you can turn into a castle. I remember that. That's cool. Very multi-purpose power. Multi-purpose power.
I wonder what his awakening thing is.
Oh, Jesus. See, that's the fucking awakenings with every goddamn fruit. Like, what, can he, like, turn things into castles around him? Oh, Jesus. Odie, you fucked up with this awakening shit. Come the fuck on, dude.
It just doesn't apply the way it's been shown with those two to every single Paramecia. But anyway.
Jesus Christ.
So
what the fuck is like Law's awakening? Does everything turn into the fucking operating room? I don't fucking. Okay, all right. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done. What does it even mean to awaken it? I don't understand. Okay. All right.
It means to stop being asleep.
Yes. I guess.
Anyway, so yeah, Al Capone is getting out of there. Where is he going, though? I forget whether he said he was going...
They're just trying to escape, I think.
No, he's saying, hurry to Cacao Island, so they're going there as well.
To get his wife. Yeah, to get Chiffon, because he loves his wife. He's got a baby. With that bitch. He got to get his baby mama. He got to get her back. I like him. See, he's a family man.
Yeah, and oh, what the fuck? I'm trying to click on the next one, but my mouse is dying.
It's
But,
okay. I
but
got
we know
this.
we know what next one is. It's the big, the Germa Kingdom, as I keep having been mentioned. Is like finally we get a bit of an understanding of what's going on, and it's all the Germa lads, and I didn't see Judge anywhere, but
No, he's not on screen.
They have defeated any sort of attack the Big Mom pirates were trying to use to take over the thing, and now they have that. So we got Big Al Kaponovich. We got the Germa Kingdom. We got the Straw Hat Pirates, and they're all going to Cacao Island, I assume. And it's
Indeed.
Cool.
It's
The
a
Germa
very
Kingdom
cool panel.
is-
The Germa finally look competent. You know, it's funny though. Like this. The Germa like beat up the Big Mom pirates that were like trying to take him over, and then like Niji is like he's either doing a faking the voice of the guy, or he's just like telling them like, yeah, no, he's pretending to be the Big Mom pirates having beaten the Germa. And he's like, yeah, we totally beat the Germa. They're all fucking dead. It's great. Where shall we come meet you? We are Big Mom pirates. But of course he's telling a bit of a fib there. And yeah, so they're gonna go fuck him, and it's okay. This is fucking hilarious. Like there's always a little notes at like the end of the chapters, like Ichiji after Niji talks to them, and they're like, ready, move out, ready the ships. Like they're gonna go to Cacao Island to like help out Luffy and the gang. But like it says, a peerless force, the Germa 66, as if these motherfuckers didn't just get blown the fuck out like a couple chapters ago by the Big Mom, like by like their real boys, not the fucking cannon fodder that they just beat. Like. I'm just not that impressed by the Germa so far. I think they're going to, though. I think they're still going to get a moment to shine. Coming up.
I mean, I guess the idea is that they weren't prepared for a battle, but they really should have been. They're fucking pirates. That was the
fucking
mistake.
machines for war. That's what they are. But yeah, I get it.
Yeah, they're obviously very strong, and they're going to be a big help in something. I don't know what's going to happen.
They're going to get to shine. They're going to get to shine. They have not done anything cool. They have done nothing cool yet. Nothing cool. So they'll get a moment. I have no doubt. Oda will guarantee us one.
I have a feeling that either they, the Germa 66, have somehow destroyed all the sea slugs.
They're the Germa Double Six. I think that's the canon name, the Double Six.
The Germa 985 will have destroyed the sea slugs, or it may be a new guy.
Maybe it was Jinbei. Maybe it was fucking Jinbei. You know?
Oh, it could be. It could be the Aladdin, and all the guys.
Oh, the Fishman pirates. Yeah. Oh, it totally could have been them. Those guys were around. They're like off screen right now. Totally could have been them. Incidentally,
Jinbei said, "Go home, go away," and they're like, "We won't go away. We'll help. We'll get rid of these slugs. Get fucked,
assholes.
slugs."
Fucking Fishman. I'm so racist against Fishman. I despise them all. That one commenter was right. I'm fucking racist against Fishman. They disgust me with their gross scales and their filthy bodies. Okay. By the way, I just want to let everybody know. About the whole Jinbei thing that I was so angry about last time. I'm over it, guys. I am over it. I am no longer going to freak the fuck out in a major way about the fact that Jinbei is guaranteed to join the crew at this point, all right? I'm not going to make a big deal of it anymore. All you Jinbei fans, it's cool. I accept my fate. Oda has gone a different path than I personally wanted. It's time to be a grown-up. Time to accept it. Time to kill myself. Time to die. This is the path Oda wished for me. So that's what I'm going to do. So you're not going to hear me bitching and moaning anymore to the level I was last time. Probably a little bit of bitching and moaning, TBH, but minimal.
Minimal and lighthearted in content, I'm sure.
As I weep tears of blood. Yeah, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be good.
Yeah. So we got a big battle on our hands. We got a big conclusion. Yes. And I'm really wondering, like, if this whole thing with, like, Big Mom eats the cake and she's like, buonissimo, delicious, and she doesn't want to kill the Straw Hats, what the hell's going to happen when the Germa 985 arrive, and, you know, that she tried to kill them? Is Sanji going to say, hey, don't worry, we're friends now? Like, I don't... It's sort of, like, kind of impossible at this point. Like,
Here
what will
is
happen?
my prediction. Here's what I think is going to happen right now. No, see, having seen this arc play out, here's my prediction for how it ends, and we'll see in the next couple chapters if this happens. I think what's going to happen is all these multiple forces are going to meet up, like Big Mom pirates and like the Germa, the Capone pirates, and the Straw Hats. Everything's going to come to a climax. They're going to all be fighting. Everyone is going to be fighting everyone. And Big Mom will arrive last. Big Mom will be the final thing to arrive, and they'll have just finished the cake, and, like, someone will say, like, wait! And the fighting will stop for a moment as Big Mom comes lumbering over, and she eats the cake, and everyone's waiting to see what Big Mom fucking does when she's no longer fucking insane. And she is going to love that motherfucking cake so much. She is going to immediately forget all of the shit that just happened and just love everyone there. And she's going to become best friends with the Germa, with the Straw Hats, with everyone. And Luffy is going to be so on board with this immediately that it's going to be that classic thing that the Straw Hats do all the time of sweeping up everyone else in their lighthearted, fun tempo. That's what's going to happen. And it's going to be a big party. Everyone's going to get fucking blitzed. And everyone's going to fucking love it. That's what's going to happen. That's my prediction.
And then Big Al Yankovic is gonna kill Big Mom finally with the thing.
Indeed. And they'll either, I don't know if they'll necessarily become like allies. I think they might be like on friendly terms, but like the Straw Hats might even get chased off at the end with Big Mom remembers, but I think they will from here on take sort of a friendly-ish tone with the Big Mom pirates. They won't be like mortal enemies anymore. That's what I think is going to happen. I think that's like the good way to end the Big Mom arc.
It sounds to me like that is my favorite thing to happen. But
yes.
I'm just going through in my head like what are the what are the motivations of everyone involved right now?
Right.
The Germa, they don't want to die, but also they want to get revenge for being.
Blue.
Yeah, they want to conquer the North Blue, and Sanji wants to marry Pudding for real. So. There's that Big Mom. I mean, I would imagine, like, not like literally married. I mean, like, Sanji would like it for Pudding to be allied, and if Big Mom and the Straw Hats could work it out, that would be good. So that's good for Sanji. It's good for the Straw Hats to be allied with Big Mom.
The Germa could be basically like a sort of allies with Big Mom if this all gets resolved happily in a big fun feast. It could happen. They could work it out.
And then there's Big Mom. She wants a big table full of giants, and her wedding was ruined, but she only cares about the cake, so she wants the cake, and once she has the cake, she'll be happy. And the soldiers will just follow Big Mom because they're super loyal and they love her so much.
That's right.
So the only thing is, I can't think of anything other than Big Al Yankovic. What the fuck is his name?
Al Capone. Yes.
Names.
What he wanted to do was kill Big Mom just to like fuck up the Big Mom pirates just in general, because he wanted to like use that to like become he likes doing that. He likes murdering leaders and just like leaving and watching them get all fucked up.
But what he would like, obviously,
he wants power.
Power. He wants Big Mom dead, and he wants to get out of there alive. But also, Chiffon is there, and he loves Chiffon.
Right.
So, I think I think it could actually. There will be fighting, and there will be like a big, what's Big Mom gonna do? Because it's all down to how much she likes the cake.
Exactly.
And it's gonna be a big. Yeah, I totally agree.
That's Sanji's moment. He made the fuck out of that cake so good that it's going to resolve everything, and it's going to be a classic Straw Hat fun, happy time feast. That's what's going to happen.
I don't remember when I thought of like this as like a potential ending where they become allies, but now that everything is going the way it is, I re-agree with that, because I sort of stopped agreeing with it when it was like
so did I.
She wouldn't forgive them for that, but she's crazy. Of course she would.
Yeah, she is literally insane and has the mind of a child. So, yeah, it's totally possible. We'll see, man. Pretty good stuff. Pretty exciting. This is the best arc in a long fucking time. Very happy about it. Very happy about the way things have gone. It's not perfect. It's not perfect, but it's very good.
Now, I'm wondering, I'm just imagining that that's happened. And then there's the other guys doing the thing over in... Samurai Land.
Wano.
And there's that's the other guy, the other Yonko, Kaido. Like that's his. Yes. Is that his turf, or is that just like near?
Yes. No, he has taken over Wano. That's correct.
Right.
As I understand it. Mm-hmm.
So then, yeah. So like we got, like potentially, Big Mom Pirates Germa 66, Straw Hat Pirates, the Capone Pirates, and all of the allies associated with, and then Kaido, which I have no belief that is going to go. Like, he's just going to want to kill everyone. So I think,
Really
with Big Mom's help, with Berserk plus Luffy, they're, going over to take down Kaido, and then, who else was trying to do that?
Like Law and Basil Hawkins and Scratchman Apu. Those
it's like
guys.
fucking everyone's just gonna try and kill that guy.
I do want to add as a caveat, I do not think that the Straw Hats will be actual allies with the Big Mom Pirates. I don't think that'll happen. I don't think they'll be like actually on like great terms to the point of like they'd want to help Luffy in battle. Because Big Mom, like, she is a Yonko, and she wants to be the pirate king or queen or whatever. So I don't think they'll ever be quite that close. I think there'll always be a little bit of a rivalry going on.
Yeah, I think she'll have the cake, and then they'll be like, delicious. I said, Big Mom or Mama, what do you want us to do now? Do you want us to kill him? It's like, nah, just let him go. I don't give a shit. This cake's great.
Yeah,
but
something like that.
Keep Sanji here. He should cook for me. Like, it'll be something weird like that, and then they have to try and run away.
Yes, I could see that happening. Something like that. Oh, who knows, man. Okay, we'll see.
It's big speculation at this point, but it's very exciting, and I love it.
Yeah, this is the best stuff. This is the best bits of One Piece right here. Very good. All right, well, that's it, everybody. And we'll see you next week. Should be a new one. Chapter 883. Goodbye.
Oh, wait.
What?
Wait, I think this one or the last one or the next one, I think it may be this one, is like the 52nd episode of the podcast that we have made.
Oh, as in 1 full year of this shit.
Yeah, 1 full year's worth of videos, but not literally a year. Because there's a few missed chapters and stuff.
And One Piece has been going for like 20 years. So we've been doing this for about 1/20th of One Piece's runtime.
Yeah, so that's a milestone and a bit.
Indeed. Now, give us money. Give us some money somehow.
Yeah, so we're doing that to announce the pod Atreon.
Yeah. Yes, excellent. Good.
I don't know whether we're actually doing that, but if you want to give us money for it, please say so, and that'll be really fucking funny.
Yeah, we'll work something out. Send us a message, and we'll fax you an envelope, and you can email us and drop it in the box and download it, and it'll be money for us forever. That'll be good. I'm looking forward to that. All right. Thanks for listening, everybody. We'll see you next week, hopefully. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.